bataille. Les France, on va. Les France, c'est gagné.
C'est bizarre qu'elle soit allumée entre là-bas.
Oui.
In the southern French commune of Sommières and the surrounding Gard department, heavy rainfall over the last 24 hours has pushed the Vidourle River past its breaking point. Residents first reported the rising water late Sunday night as a powerful weather system drenched the Cévennes foothills, sending a surge of water downstream toward the town. By early Monday morning, the situation intensified as floodwaters began to spill into the town's historic center. Streets and public squares that are usually dry were quickly submerged. Local observers are calling the flooding significant, though fortunately, it hasn't reached catastrophic levels yet. Water levels are varying from one neighborhood to the next, and authorities are currently monitoring the river in real time to track any further rises. Emergency teams, including local police and firefighters, have been on the ground since the early hours. They are actively assisting residents in low-lying areas, helping to secure properties and ensuring that everyone in the path of the water. In some neighborhoods, residents living right on the riverbank were advised to evacuate as a precaution to ensure their safety. Local officials have issued a yellow alert for rain and flooding across the Gard region, as forecasts show steady rainfall continuing through the early part of the week. This has led to growing concerns that the river could rise even further. The Vidourle is a coastal river that flows through the heart of Sommières, and it's a defining feature of the local landscape. Historically, this river has always behaved this way during periods of heavy rain. These events are so well known that locals even have a name for them, Vidourlades, because the river frequently bursts its banks during heavy storms in the Cévennes. The town has learned to adapt to these periodic floods over many generations. Authorities have pointed out that while there is plenty of infrastructure in place, like retaining walls and specialized drainage systems, to handle typical flood cycles, the sheer volume of water this time is putting those systems to the test. It requires active management from the city and constant awareness from the public. Residents have shared stories of seeing torrents of water rushing over roads and stairways, with some cars left stranded and pedestrians having to wade through ankle-deep water along their usual routes.
Eh ben, les quais de Sommières complètement inondés. Le Vidourle est complètement sorti.
In the heart of the community, the spirit of cooperation has been on full display. Volunteers and neighbors have been out in force, working side by side to protect homes and help more vulnerable residents move their belongings to safety. Fortunately, as of this morning, there have been no reports of any serious injuries or fatalities. Emergency crews are staying visible, patrolling the flooded streets to offer support and guidance to anyone affected. Local officials have pointed out that while the situation is still changing by the hour, their proactive measures and early warning systems have played a massive role in keeping everyone safe. Near the riverbanks, many local markets and businesses have temporarily closed their doors as a precaution. They're standing by, ready to begin the cleanup process just as soon as the water levels start to drop. For now, the message to residents is clear. Stay informed through official weather channels and avoid any unnecessary travel, especially on flooded roads where hidden hazards could be lurking just beneath the surface.
Ouais. Ça craint les conneries.
The town of Sommières, a medieval gem famous for its ancient Roman bridge and architecture that sits right along the riverbanks, is once again facing a challenge it knows all too well. These seasonal floods, while disruptive, are a familiar part of life here. The town's long, winding stone streets, which usually charm tourists from around the world, have essentially turned into waterways during this heavy downpour. It's a striking sight that has completely changed the pace of daily life for everyone in the area. But even with the water rising, the local spirit remains incredibly strong. You can see the resilience of the community as neighbors look out for one another, and municipal teams work around the clock to manage the situation. If this update helped you stay informed, please hit that like button, share this video with others in the region, and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you real-time winter weather coverage and the safety updates you need. Stay safe out there on the roads.